Hey, good morning everybody. I hope you're all having a great morning. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how this new Pokemon Go update is really just an IV calculator. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But for now, shout out to slashgear.com. That is the article with a lot of information regarding this topic, as well as some other topics like rumors of new incense, rumors of trading, etc, etc. Definitely check out the article. It's worth the read. Alright, so as you guys may know, when you appraise a Pokemon, your team leader will say about 4 to 5 different things. The first thing that they'll say is hi, followed by one of the following quotes. These quotes regard your Pokemon's IV percentage. So as you can see here, this is a little chart that I have created that is color-coded to whichever Pokemon team you're on. As you can see, the top row is the quote that your team leader will say about your Pokemon when it has an IV of 80 to 100%. If you appraise your Pokemon and your team leader tells you overall your Pokemon name simply amazes me, it can accomplish anything. Or if she or he says overall your Pokemon is a wonder, what a breathtaking Pokemon. Or overall your Pokemon looks like it can really battle with the best of them. That is an indicator that that Pokemon's IV is between 80 to 100% perfect. As you can see, there are 3 more quotes or points of reference to look for when asking your team leader about your Pokemon's IV. So if you're on Team Valor and you have an IV between 67 and 79, your team leader will say overall your Pokemon is a strong Pokemon, you should be proud. If you're on Team Instinct, your leader will say overall your Pokemon has certainly caught my attention. And if you're on Team Mystic, your leader will say overall your Pokemon is really strong. The list goes on and on. After that, your team leader will tell you your Pokemon's strongest feature, whether it be attack, defense, or HP, aka stamina, whatever you want to call it. But after that, your team leader will say one more thing about your IV stats. And what I mean by that is this. Here we have a chart. Your team leader will then say one of these 4 things depending on what team you're on. And what these 4 sentences mean is this right here. If your team leader says one of the sentences on the first row, it means that your Pokemon has at least 1 stat value with a bonus of 15. That means one of your 3 individual values, attack, defense, and stamina, or HP, are at the maximum it can be. If your team leader says one of the sentences from the second row, it means that your Pokemon has at least 1 stat with a bonus of 13 or 14. I'll show you what this means. So I'll try to make this a little more relevant. Here we are calculating my IV on Poke Assistant. Poke Assistant gives you a wide range of what your IVs could be. So here we are, I'm going to get it into Poke Assistant, and then I'm going to plug it into the Sylph Road IV calculator right here, which will give me a more accurate estimation of what my IV actually is. So here we go, we're going to pick my Pokemon, my trainer level is right there, and using Poke Assistant, it'll tell you what your Pokemon level is. He is 18.5, I'm going to go back, switch the arc to 18.5. Then I'm going to dial in his CP, as well as his HP, and then we got his stats right there. This is where you got to do a little head math to get the most accurate estimation for your IV. So we're going to take his 15 stamina and go over to Poke Assistant and look at which results have 15 stamina. All of them do. So let's look at attack and defense. That 25 is the sum of attack and defense. So let's look at which numbers of the attack and the defense on Poke Assistant add up to 25. So there it is, our best guess for our IV. We have an 88.9% perfect IV with the numbers 12, 13, and 15. So let's go ahead and ask our team leader what she has to say about our Pokemon. Our team leader, whose name I don't know. Because why would I know her name? She abandoned me when I was a baby to level 5, and now she wants to come back into my life 17 levels later at 22, now that I'm full grown? No, I'm just kidding, but really I don't know her name, but let's go ahead and ask her. The first thing your team leader tells you is hello, followed by the quote that indicates the percentage of perfectness your IV is. So as you can see, my team leader tells me that my Cloyster can accomplish anything. We know by my chart that that means my IV is between 80 to 100% perfect, and as you can see on our little stat bar from Poke Assistant right here, that is correct. She goes on to mention that its HP or stamina is the highest feature, which is also correct. She goes on to say, "I'm blown away by its stats, wow." And we know by my table that means Pokemon has at least one stat with a bonus IV of 13 or 14. Referring back to the chart from Poke Assistant, we can confirm that that is true right here. My team leader goes on to comment on my Pokemon's size. This is something I conspire about because right now the size of the Pokemon doesn't seem to matter so much, but the fact that my team leader mentions it makes me think that size is going to have some kind of effect in the game in the near future. There it is, guys. That's how you can estimate your IVs in game. I want to say thank you to the article for giving me all this information. It's a great article. Go ahead and check that out again. I think this feature is pretty cool because it lets you know which Pokemon to look further into just at a quick glance without having to use some kind of third-party calculator or something like that. So once you memorize the phrases, it's pretty handy to be able to just ask your team leader what the IVs are approximately. What do you guys think of this feature? Is it cool? Do you hate it? Do you like it? What are your thoughts? Share this video, like this video, comment on this video if you learned something new, whether it be about how to calculate IVs more accurately without getting banned, especially since bans are getting more strict these days, or whether it be about this new update. Let me know, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Till next time, I'm out.